So got that out the way. The first game that we're going to go over that me and Josh think we found the gym is Oregon State, Oregon State versus Oregon. So right now that spread, I think the spread is at 16 and a half. I'm the biggest fan of Oregon. Me and Josh both are. We love Oregon, but
bro, we don't have no problem with Oregon. I ain't got no problem
it
with
doesn't
it.
look right. It doesn't look right.
It
doesn't
is,
look
bro.
right now.
Don't look right now, man. Top
Yeah,
to bottom.
it doesn't look right. They're giving up a lot of rushing yards. They're giving up a lot of passing yards. They're scoring mediocrely. Like I think they scored 30 something last week, and then they scored 20 the week before. So it's not looking like the Oregon that we are accustomed to.
Not even the one from last year. They would get stops last year. He was going for it on fourth down, like running fake punts. Like they were. This looked like a totally different team. So for them to win this game, I'd be back on. If they cover in this game, I'd be back on the Oregon bandwagon. But I don't think they do, and that's why our money is where it is.
Yeah. So Oregon State ran the ball 51 times last week. They ran the ball 58 times the week before. So just by me doing some research, they lost a lot of their staff, but everything stayed the same. They're going to run the football. I believe the home team has either covered in every single game or either won outright. Oregon State is at home. This is usually like a November game. This is week 3. They're fresh because I think as the weeks go on, because Oregon State got decimated by the transfer portal, their depth is going to start showing. But it's early in the year. Like most people should be healthy week 3. Oregon coming in there as a 16-point favorite. There's just no way. I don't see it. Me and Josh looked at this. Most of these games have been close, even with the better Oregon teams and the better Oregon State teams. So, we're taking Oregon State with the points for the regular parlay, for the regular spread, with the teaser, Josh, is plus 24.
It's a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
Plus 24 with the teaser. That's insane. With the teaser, what's the points at?
Over, under. The over is 44 and the under is 58.
Well, it's definitely going under 58 because they're coming there to run the football. They're going to run the ball 55 times. Y'all can they're going to clip this up, bro. They're going to run the ball 55 times in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be close to 50-something times because they have to. They have 2 running backs that they rotate that are getting at least 15 carries based on what
Griffin.
Yeah. And the quarterback played for Idaho State, the team that Oregon just struggled with week 1. They literally just struggled with them week 1.
They just struggled with them week 1. Like, come on, this is real. This is real. I mean, bro, the last 3 years, the home team has won this game. Like, this is a rivalry game, and it's not on the schedule for the foreseeable future. This is a big game, and you don't think that Oregon State at home is not going to be jacked up and ready to play in this game? You're insane.
Bro,
the teaser is money.
No, if Oregon goes out there and beats them by 24 points, kudos to them. Maybe they're back on track. And over the summer, Josh, we said Oregon State probably will stink because they lost a lot of their staff, their head coach. But from what I see, the Jordan Childs guy, I mean, as him as a starter, he's not swaying any he's not wowing anybody. I don't think they lost much. I think the guy that they got started might be better than him.
I forget that as people that live on the East Coast, we forget there's not a lot of good football programs on the West Coast. So as a West Coast kid, where are you going to go? I'd probably go to Oregon State before I go to San Diego State. I'd probably go to Oregon State before I go to Santa Clara or any of these other schools. So if I'm going to go to a school like I'm just going to go to Oregon State. And so, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense to me.
Well, this is what this show is for, is walk us through, Josh, on how Oregon is going to win this game by more than 24 points.
Well, it starts off with the trenches. They just come out. get sacks. They come out, score on every, and we're not talking about field goals. We're talking about getting in the box, touchdowns early in this game. If you go at the halftime and they're up 21-3, you know Oregon is back on top.
So do you mean by long play drives or explosive plays?
Explosive plays. Oregon is an explosive play operation. They can score. They're supposed to be able to score from the 20. It doesn't matter. With the kid they got from Texas A&M, Stewart, with all the speed that he's recruiting, they get the cream of the crop on the West Coast. Dan Lennon pick from the litter. Lincoln Riley get leftovers. Bro, this is what did Phil Knight say? They have unlimited NIL. If they go out there and show us that they can beat them by 25, I love to see it.
Yeah,
that just means that because this is the issue. I need Oregon to lose this game because in a couple of weeks we know who's coming in. So you're gonna keep playing like this and squeaking wins away.
And Ohio State coming in,
or Ohio State will come in there and kick you in the mouth. So you need to get that loss now, so we can be prepared. Or you just gonna keep trading water and.
So I mean, the only way I see Oregon, based off what I've seen the last 2 weeks, is explosive plays and like high energy Oregon, where 7-0 in 3 plays. Like if we watch this game and they score in 3 to 5 plays, and then Oregon State goes out there and even if they get a first down and they have to punt, it's going to be a long day for Oregon. You could almost kiss that teaser goodbye. Their Oregon is probably going to cover that 24 just because they're rolling on all cylinders. Now, if Oregon goes out there and takes a long drive and they do get 7, I'll be like, okay, as long as Oregon State can keep doing that, they're not going to beat them down 24. But they just struggled with Boise that runs the football, and that's what Oregon State is coming in to do is run the football. They're not throwing the football. They're going to run the football.
First game down. It's going to be loud, bro. They're going to be excited. This is a rivalry game. So early in the year, you don't see games like this early in the year, bro.
And just to let you know, just with this betting shit, sometimes Oregon will be terrible at home, and then the game that you're like, you know what, no way. They go on Oregon State and beat the draws off them. So, I mean, they have the capability of doing that. They really do. So they have the capability of beating the draws off Oregon State. But right at this point, the way they are playing, I don't see it. My money doesn't see it. I'm not making an irrational decision. And you know me, getting Oregon at 10 points, I would love to take that. But taking Oregon State at 24, you got to be a rivalry team at home by 24 points, and you haven't been playing well. I mean, I even like the regular spread. I would like to take it up to like 17. That's 1 point, 17 and a half. But I mean, that's 2 TDs and a. I live with that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're betting, some of these, betting is not guaranteed. There's no such thing as a lock. You just have to put your best dollar forward. So I think that's one of our better dollars. And like I said, we're gonna get this rectified from what we put out last week. Last week was horrible. We already addressed it. We're moving forward, and we're rectified. Yes, sir. But we mean business this week, so we're gonna take Oregon for our first official pick. Oregon plus 24. So if you go to your FanDuel apps, you got to go into alternate lines and do Oregon State plus 24. So I think on